Greetings, my people, my black people. You know what I'm saying? Welcome to 19 Degrees, where I talk about real shit that's happening in the world. Well, not the real shit that's happening in the world, but the cold-hearted shit, the cutthroat, the cold-hearted shit that's going on in America. AmeriKKKa. You know, so welcome, like I said. And today, the topics are going to be false spirituality versus religion, because there is a difference, and they both harm the black community. The next topic is going to be pedophilia and the LGBT community. I'm going to tell y'all how they are in cahoots. Or not even how, but I'm going to tell you, well, yeah, how. I'm going to break down some facts. I'm going to break down some shit that I've seen and heard, and how they are conjoining with pedophilia. And the next topic, we'll be talking about one of the biggest police gangs in America, which is the LAPD, and how they are falsifying gang records. More news is to come about that. I don't know. I don't have all the evidence on that, but we're going to get into that. And my last topic is the fact that I'm a lone wolf. I'm sorry. I'm going to be talking about my lone wolf warrior method. You know, I ain't got it all down packed, and I don't want to bring a group of people in. I don't want to be a leader to any cause but the code. You know, I mean, not a leader of the code, but I want to be one of the informers of the code, one of the ones that's directing you guys to what the leader is, which is the code. So I'm gonna let y'all know about my lone wolf warrior method. That's what I call it. And yeah, y'all know how I do. So kick back, and we'll be talking about the coldest shit that's going on in the world after these messages.
Yeah, he said, at what point do you start seeing bread? Been out hustling for years, shoebox right under my bed. I moved to work out my mama's house, got me a little old.
Welcome back. 19 Degrees. I did not give y'all the title of this episode, well, in the intro. So the title of this episode is going to be called Crooked America, because that's basically what I'm talking about today. I'm talking about how America has been holding its position so long in a crooked, in the sense of crooked, in the sense of crookedness, you know. So here we go. We finna unpack, man. First of all, like I always ask, how y'all living out there before we get into some traumatic shit, before we get into all kinds of shit. If you looked in my intro, if you looked in the intro video, you seen the article of the LAPD and what you know what I'm saying. It didn't explain much, but what I said. So yeah, I'm letting you know that it's real. And did y'all see the McDonald's question I had in that motherfucker? And did y'all see the Bill Gates versus Jim Jones? You know, because that's the real white supremacists. Those are the two motherfuckers right now those are the reasons why I'm coming to false spirituality and religion. because they both play a role. That's the verses. You know, that's what I meant by putting Bill Gates and Jim Jones on that motherfucker. But look, let's break it down. False spirituality versus religion. Now look here. A false sense of spirituality is just as bad as religion. Now let me break down false spirituality. False spirituality is thinking you know some shit and holding it as gospel because it differentiates from other religions. So you feel like you're smarter than them because you think you hit uncharted territory, which is what I'm saying. You think you know more because you feel like the false sense of spirituality that you may be reading up on or that you still may be learning about has you banging on religion. Religion does the same thing. So if false spirituality is banging on people for being religious, that doesn't make you spiritual because you may be in a higher sense of religion. Yeah, religion is just as dumb. That's what I'm saying is verses. Which one is worse? I'm stating the question, but I'm letting y'all know that both are detrimental to the black community. If you're not reading up on old African spirituality with shit that has facts like Ogun and Yahweh, and you know what I'm saying, you ain't reading up on shit that probably would have been that were of gods that really were here. You know what I'm saying? With entities that were really here walking on this earth. I don't know what to tell you. If you worship, I done lost my track. I done lost track. If you believe in African spirituality, you're walking towards more of the correct. I feel like you're walking more to something that's better than false spirituality and religion. Like I said, false spirituality is you thinking just because you found Gandhi or Gandhi's way is you feel like Gandhi's way is better than Christianity, so you just riding with Gandhi, which is a false sense of spirituality because that nigga was racist. Spirituality is just known as being aware of your true self. Consciousness is being aware of your true self, but the false spirituality is thinking the universe is finna really just work around you while you sit on your ass all day. That's another thing that the black community is. The black community is sitting here and tell you, I believe in the universe, I believe in the stars. The stars will align when it's time for them to align, and I'll be in position then. I ain't got to go to work today. I ain't got to get up and get off my ass for the stars to align for me. That's what I mean by false spirituality. Religion, I'm not even going to dig too deep into religion, but to say that it's just damn near the same as it's just the same as false spirituality because religion is trying to bang on you and tell you that, hey, God is right. I mean, not God, Jesus Christ is right. Jesus Christ is, you know what I'm saying, what a motherfucker need to be following, and everything else is demonic. What I mean, let me bring it back. Let me bring it here. Let me bring it, because y'all know I be everywhere in my head. Let me bring it back. What I mean is, in the black community only is what I'm talking about. It's detrimental because we are aiming to find something, a spirit that was given to us by white men. As far as religion, the false spirituality is us seeking something because we tired of being lied to, but we just gravitating to whatever the fuck we think is a sense of spirituality. And that's what I'm here to tell people to stop doing. Stop conflating the two. Stop saying just because you believe in Yahweh or you believe in whatever other God instead of Jesus Christ that religion is stupid, and religious people need to stop telling spiritual people and false spiritual people how to believe in Jesus Christ, because that is a white man's God and it's a white man's entity. Now, next topic. We can pick back up on that topic if y'all want to talk about it, comment, do whatever. But the next topic is, I wanted to get to that because I got more to say on this topic right here. The pedophilia in America and the support of the LGBT community that weird shit is getting, it irks me. Okay, we understand that the LGBT community, look here, we understand that y'all feel like no one understands y'all, or y'all feel like y'all get harassed in the black community because y'all gay or whatever the fuck. And I'm here to tell y'all that that's probably 2% of niggas that be fucking around with y'all, probably because they want to fuck. Any nigga that's sitting around beating up gay niggas or harassing gay people, or anybody that's just out here just like shooting transsexuals, it's probably a reason behind the transsexual part, because y'all act like transsexuals don't be out here lying. I ain't saying it, like I ain't experienced no tranny shit, but I'm just saying, like, I've seen stories and motherfuckers, it's like some shit, yeah, the tranny should have just told the nigga that he had a dick, and the LGBT community bags up bashing black men and all kind of shit. This is what I'm saying. Now that they've looped in pedophilia with you motherfuckers, I definitely don't have respect for the movement of, or the organization of especially the white LGBT community, because they're pulling in immigrants and different motherfuckers to feel, all the white supremacists do is pull in who they feel isn't being respected, or who they feel is feeling left out. They gonna go get you if you feel left out, or if you feel alone, or if you depressed out here. They gonna go put you in position, and then you will feel like, well, let me go on ahead and bang on black people for white daddy, because without him, I wouldn't have had a fucking job. You know what I'm saying? That's how motherfucker, it's still that mindset of black people doing that to each other. So back to the pedophilia. Now that they've laced pedophilia inside of y'all's movement, because that's what they coming for. They coming to tell y'all that they coming to make it seem like pedophilia has been shunned, and it shouldn't be. They making it seem like pedophilia should be okay. And now they putting it in y'all alphabet. Mark my fucking words. They already got a flag for pedophilia, and it's rainbow just like y'all's. They trying to include pedophilia into the LGBT community. Now, if y'all allow that shit, then everything I've said about the LGBT community has been correct. Because look here. Look fucking here, my nigga. If y'all okay with little kids being touched, or y'all feel like people should shut the fuck up and let people live, let people love little kids, you the motherfucking problem in the first fucking place. You the reason why we don't want Dwayne Wade's son experiencing this shit at this age. Nobody said we didn't want Dwayne Wade's son to be gay. He's at an age where it's pedophilia. And then with pedophilia going on, who's to say Dwayne Wade and Gabrielle Union is around him all the time? We don't know what the fuck is going on. This is just a scenario inside of pedophilia. He's at the age to where a grown man might want to fuck him. And y'all gonna allow him to pick a sexuality that is mostly predatory, and y'all act like gay niggas don't be predatory. I've experienced that shit. And not that I've been raped by no gay nigga, but I've spoken on my platform before about walking from work, and the motherfucker see me walking from work, and I'm like, shit, I'm hot in the bitch, so I take the ride, and the motherfucker tell me he's selling weed, and then he texts me and be like, hey, I don't sell weed, but I really wanted to fuck. That's predatory, because you knew you couldn't come at me face to face and tell me you was gay, or I wasn't gonna beat your ass, but you knew I probably wasn't gonna get in the car if you would have told me from jump that you was gay, because I'm walking into some shit. I'm walking into something that I don't want to do if I know you gay. So let's bring it back. Pedophilia. If they lace that shit into y'all's movement, and y'all allow that shit, the world is doomed. Crooked America. The name of the motherfucking shit is Crooked America for a reason. Crooked fucking America. They allowing this shit. They allowing your kid. So this is what I got to say to people with kids. Take your kids off the internet, or don't post them no more. If you want to leave the pictures that you got on the internet right now, don't post your kids at this time. Right now, they using IG, they using Twitter, and they using all the apps to, you know what I'm saying? Especially if you got your location on. Cut your locations off. Why do y'all feel like y'all have to post where you was at in Minneapolis? Why do y'all feel like y'all gotta post your location every time you post a picture? Or you was here at Dave and Buster's. You was here at this certain park with your child. Then the motherfucking pedophile can look at your page and just chill at that park because he know that's where you take your children. This is what I'm saying. That's just one scenario. So if this is what I'm saying, y'all gonna allow the government to put pedophilia in y'all face, I want y'all to know that they put everything that everything that's in your face right now was given to you by this crooked America with 3 Ks. This is why we need to create Black America, because Black Americans, we are here. We have nowhere else to fucking go. But the white LGBT community and the white media, they want this pedophilia shit to jump off. They want to come out free with it, so they trying to make it a sexuality. Let me tell you this. Let them niggas add that P up in there and you niggas will go down with it for protecting it. With all them flags in y'all goddamn bios, all them flags y'all motherfuckers, them rainbow flags y'all putting all up on y'all shit, they are finna conflate you niggas with pedophilia. Now, if you okay with that, unfollow me and motherfucker, go choke yourself, because that's unacceptable to this warrior right here. So now let's talk about the next topic. I don't have all the information on this, so I know I sound like I'm all over the place. I'm not here with no just hardcore paperwork facts. I'm here with the voice of the ancestors telling y'all about what's going on in America. I'm just trying to spark your brain. If you feel like you just scrolling all day and you ain't doing shit, just push on this and you can find something to look up and some research. You know what I'm saying? You can find more information about it than me. But anyway, next topic. LAPD falsified gang records. Now I showed y'all that on the clip on my intro. My thing is, what in the total fuck? Y'all think y'all gonna fool me and make me believe that this is the first time this has happened in history? We don't want to hear about the new. I mean, I want to hear about it all, but I'm saying don't just tell us the new. Don't just tell us about the newly falsified gang records. Tell us about the gang records that got most of our black men in jail right now. Tell us about the falsified gang records that got niggas from the 70s, the 60s, the 80s. Matter of fact, the 60s, the 70s, the 80s, the 90s, and on up. We want all the falsified records to come to play. I don't give a damn if you can't find them or not. You need to let that man free. Because this alone, the fact that the LAPD is saying that they've been caught falsifying the gang records, that means this has been intentionally set up. Like we've been telling motherfuckers, black men are being intentionally targeted to be put in prison so he can't be in the household. Not only child support, they are falsifying gang records. That means falsifying could be anything. Falsifying could be a nigga that is in the gang. They went and got him and he wasn't even doing shit. Like he probably was sitting on the goddamn curb and an altercation happened or anything. I'm just saying, put whatever in your head, and they ran his name, and he was probably in recent gang files. They took him to jail and probably falsified some records and said, hey, they said you was here doing this. Oh, you ain't got no lawyer? Get your ass in jail. Falsifying records can put a nigga in the fucking, they can put you in a financial fucking bucket by fucking with your life like that, by putting you through the court system and you didn't do shit. That is unfair. That is white supremacy. That is called Caucasian leadership. We don't want to see no other color above us, so we're going to falsify, we're going to manipulate everything possible to keep niggas in jail. Now, my next thing, one of the niggas that they take to jail might not have even been a gang member. He might have been riding to the store with the nigga, but they went on ahead and put both of them in the gang files because that nigga was riding with a Crip. It's called guilty by affiliation. Now they trying to say now all it is being exposed that some of this shit wasn't even necessary. That's all it is. Falsified mean they did not tell the truth in the motherfucking citation or whatever the fuck they wrote up. in the tickets, in the paperwork, something is being falsified, which means either you lying about what this certain gang is doing, or you lying about the said person inside of a said gang. It's so much going. That's why I'm saying I don't have all the information on who or what gang members, and I'm not even gonna try to put them out there because this is inside work. I'm just coming on the outside to tell people, look at what the police system is doing in the midst of us wanting to abolish them. In the midst of me wanting to ban it, I want the motherfuckers banned for good. When I say ban the police, totally erase that as a job description. Because look at this. If the LAPD can falsify your records, what makes you think any other PD won't? We cannot trust the police, y'all. And that go to the brothers and sisters that feel like calling on each other, calling the police on domestic violence, all that shit. Look at what's going on. They can falsify some shit and have you niggas in jail. Think about that before you feel like whatever you going through is worth you calling the police on the black man or a black woman. Let's get it in. Now, I'm gonna get to my last point because I'm all over the place in my head. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just gonna break down what my method is, because I had to talk about it because sometimes I don't even know what my method is. So I feel like I had to come to the table to break that shit down. I feel like I had to come to the table and I owe people that listen to me an insight on what I feel like I'm doing, you know? So the LoneWolf Warrior Method, you know, my warrior method is this. I don't talk about shit that I really just don't know about, and I don't talk about shit in a way to where I want people to take it as fact. I really just give my point of view, and I try to give a lot of scenarios on shit. And this is just the mental part of me. This is just, you know, kind of like the activist warrior in me. The one, you know, we're going to get down to the physical part of what I fight for and what I do with my time or whatever. But in the mental warrior game, my method is to inform and speak in code. So if you can catch on to some of the code words I say, or you can catch on to the way I flip shit and try to play shit in order to make shit, you know, I know some shit just ain't gonna kind of click until you listen twice, or you know what I'm saying. My thing was this. My method is to always give another perspective. Always try to give 80 different perspectives to open up minds. That's what my method is. My method as the warrior is to create fellow open-minded people, you know. And one of my other methods, you know what I'm saying, my Lone Warrior method in totality is just really remain calm until fucked with. That's the best way to put it. Because kindness is still being taken for weakness. And if you react, whether good or bad, they still treat you like you some kind of pussy for being triggered or having emotions. So me as a lone wolf, I don't really hang around too many motherfuckers to vent to. I vent to like one or two people, or to myself. That's why I'm the self-therapist. But you know, anybody I talk to is more to catch a different point of view. So that's really what my method is. My method is to show you a different point of view of life, in a loner's standpoint, to where not too many different voices in my head telling me what to do, and I won't become them. I'm trying not to. I don't want to become nobody else, so I don't need other people in my ear. So back to what I'm saying, you know, remain calm until fucked with just means if it's beef and a nigga ain't touched you, or if you feel like it's an altercation and niggas got animosity or smoke towards you, don't even condone into it until names have been said and you have been touched in some way, or you have been harmed or threatened. One thing I noticed about my old self is that I used to react off of shit that people that I admire and that I look up to was speaking on, and I would try to grab that same passion as them and try to regurgitate what they would say. So the Lone Wolf Warrior It's not a new thing. It's, you know what I'm saying, it's based on independence. So you have to be an independent person, because a lot of times when you're in an organization or you're in a movement, that shit gets infiltrated. Just like the shit that happened with the NFAC, the Not Fucking Around Coalition. Not to shit on Grandmaster Jay or nothing, but the shit that's happening, that niggas shooting themselves and shit on accident or whatever, and other motherfuckers getting harmed at the movements and shit. Being a loner, you don't have to deal with it. You gonna shoot your fucking self, and you gonna be the only motherfucker there to have to take yourself to the hospital, or another person that you fuck with. It's not that being a lone wolf doesn't come with extra friends. It's just that a movement can be infiltrated. That's all I'm saying. It can be infiltrated by people that you even included. They could have came in with all good intentions in their heart, but the fact that the white man came with a bigger bag than what you were giving in the movement, and they said, okay, we want these documents though, we'll give you 80 million, but you can't tell him. We need you to tell us what y'all doing. Just like the Black Panthers were infiltrated, but they were infiltrated for less. They were infiltrated for like $300. Malcolm X was killed for less than $300. So, I mean, this is all I'm saying. All of that was a movement. Every person I named that got killed, or every movement I named got infiltrated, because they were involved in movements. So my lone wolf, let me just end it right here. My lone wolf method is this. Trust yourself and gravitate to like-minded people. Remain calm until fucked with, and make sure you hang around like-minded intellectual people. This has been 19 Degrees, and the world will continue to get colder, and I will continue to bring the information to y'all from my soul, from the ancestors, and from what the news wants y'all to hear, nigga. How fake the news is. Well, the corruption in the world. This has been 19 Degrees. It's a cold world. Get you a damn coat. Oh yeah.